What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Two types of absentee fathers. You got type 1, the stereotype that everybody talks about. You know, he left, he didn't want nothing to do with the kids. He's a deadbeat. He don't take care of his kid. He don't love his kid. He don't want to see his kid. He don't want to be around his kid. He don't show up. These guys could be in the city, across the street, or 3,000 miles away, but it's the same MO. Then you got type 2, the guy that's an absentee father due to obstacles. You know, you come by, it's drama. They might call the cops. You call, you don't answer. Yes, he pays child support and he cares about his kid, but because of those things, and he wants to be involved in his kid's life, but because of those things, it's a constant battle. That's where baby mama drama comes from. Constant battle. Because there is no drama with these type 1s who are never around. There is no drama. No drama at all. And I just want to put that part out there. There is no drama at all with type 1 absentee father who never showed up and never cared. It's a lot of animosity, but never drama because that guy is unavailable for the drama anyways. So, I'm bringing this up for this. See the guys, because when these guys get older, and I'm saying this sort of for kids or young adults to older men, when these guys want to be Rolling Stones or just think it's cool to just say, fuck it, you know, they out here doing dumb shit, but then don't care about the kids, right? Or kid, it doesn't really matter. They get old and they want to come back around, you know, I was this and I was that, and you forgive me. And you can tell a fucker that's bullshitting because they're going to blame the mother automatically. See, you can't never be around, never interact, never call, never write, just never, or minimal, and then when the kid gets grown, pop up, how you doing? I'll tell you why you can't. Because if you could pop up at 18, 21, you could have popped up at 17 to 1. You conveniently showed up. And these guys who conveniently show up wind up trying to mooch off their kids. Except for a lot of kids who, you know, there are a lot of kids who grew up and was like, you know what, I ain't fucking with you. You dead to me. And then those guys get their heart broken because, which is stupid to me because if you reject your child their whole life, and then when they get of age to be an adult and they reject you, the fuck you crying about? That was natural. Like you didn't want to be around them or her, so now she said, "Fuck it, I don't need to be around you. I'm all right. I made it in life without your ass. Get the fuck from around me." And some of these guys, they're depressed and dysfunctional. Like I should have been a better person. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you why. As a grown adult, even as a father, when a dude do shit like that, be like, man, you need to go see your kid. Why don't you send? Man, you just bought that. That's nice. Did you buy your kid anything? I just, did you talk to your kid? Nah, man. And contrary to popular belief, guys, whether they're in the household, have a good co-parenting situation, or the second type of absentee father who are just going through it with baby mama drama, they don't fuck with that first type of guy at all. Those last three, I mean, the three that I stated, the guy in house, maybe the married guy or the guy who's has a great co-parenting situation, or a guy that's absentee from baby mama drama, they all deal with each other. They all cool with each other. They all understand, what goes on in life. But the one that's just not there, just not giving, none of them fuck with that kind of guy. None of them. They be like, man, go get the fuck out of here, man. Get your punk ass out of here. Because that's bullshit. It's not just so much bullshit about leaving a mother to raise the child by herself. It's deeper than that. Because, which I'll say when I finish the other one, now that adult has to figure out, if they're a boy, how to be a man, unfortunately, probably, while they're a man. Or a young woman might have to figure out how to interact with men because she never really did it, or was showed how to do it, because now she's doing it as an adult and making mistake after mistake after mistake, just like the young man is making mistake after mistake after mistake. So by the time they balance it out and become functional, well-balanced adults, the last thing you're going to do is show the fuck up. That's the last thing you're going to do. Like, you show up? Really? Say how much you care? You done, son. You done, son. And a lot of times, if a kid can make it through all of that and the pain of it, they wind up living better than their parent does, having a better life than their parent does, having a better building a better legacy than their parent did. Now we're going to type 2. Absentee from obstacles. The guy is just going through it. So, he called, she don't answer. He come by, come to see the baby. Somebody get the police. I'm just using extreme circumstances, just like I use extreme ones with the deadbeat first one, Like I said, he go to school, he trying to kidnap the baby. Okay. He go to court. Well, she's a mother, she can do whatever she wants, and yeah. Christmas, and they teach this and visitation, because child support and visitation are 2 different things. So the guy can show up for visitation, or try to get their child for visitation, and I ain't got to do shit. Thus, he's absentee. Now, it's a whole different situation, because though frustrating, you keep doing that, and technology is a better thing to keep log of what's actually been done over time. So if you keep your records and keep everything in order and say, this is what I've been doing, they're looked at differently. At first they hate it just like a regular absentee. That's why when people say absentee father, you just lump everybody into a group and it's just blame the guy. But there's more than one type. So this is why you got adults who sometimes when they're teenagers, sometimes college age, and sometimes after when they become adults on their own, they might have been raised by their mother, but once they're gone, they don't fuck with her no more. They're like, nah, fuck you. And a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. Why? Yeah. Your kid's such a nice kid. They're well mannered. Yeah. When we gonna see him? I ain't fucking with you. Same. Big Sean, I ain't fucking with you. But it goes for the father the same way it goes for the mother, because what they wind up finding out is they've been lied to their whole lives. See, it's different when you could see when you know for a fact your father doesn't care. But it's a different twist when you thought your father didn't care and you find out your mother made sure your father was not in your life. So then it's like, oh yeah, because you was like, he a deadbeat, he ain't shit, he ain't this, he ain't that. And then one day, what? He did what? He was doing what? When you what? But you told me now you question everything that's ever been told to you in life, and now you realize who's the bad culprit. And sometimes this doesn't happen until people in their 30s. I kid you not. You know, and that sucks because now the anger is a wasted emotion in that scenario because now you wasted decades being angry at somebody, blaming somebody, having animosity towards somebody, when the person that you should be directing your anger to was right in front of your face in the same household with you every day. It's a real fucked up situation. But those guys try, but they're still absentee because unfortunately they're not there either, right? Now here's the thing. I bring this up because when kids get in trouble, people go, there's no father in their life. And this is what goes on in kids' minds or in adults' minds. When kids get in trouble at school, oh, you got no father in their life. It runs back in your mind when you're an adult. Kids go in trouble in the legal system. You have a father in life. It runs back in your mind. When a kid becomes an adult and they're figuring out, you know, life. Why? Because I ain't have a father in my life. It runs back in your mind. And then this happens. Either you accept the fact that your father just wasn't in your life, you move on, or you find out your father fought like hell to be in your life, and now all the lessons that were supposed to be taught that didn't get taught, and all the things that you were supposed to know and do that didn't do, I'm like, oh shit. It creates a hodgepodge of, it creates a combustible situation. And unfortunately, I think even the court system and cops are starting to catch on to this because even they don't necessarily blame absentee fathers anymore because they don't know who they're dealing with. They don't know if they're dealing with an actual absentee father for real, or are they dealing with an absentee father because these mothers were allowed to get away with murder. And that's why, you know, some of these situations wind up the way they do. You know, and people bring up, where's the father? Where's the father? Where's the father? So when a child gets molested, where's the father? If he was an absentee, the motherfucker ain't shit. Now, if he was the first absentee that just walked away and never gave a damn in the beginning, he ain't shit. If he's the second type, they didn't inform him what was going on because they knew he would have took that kid out of that situation. So that's a problem. Same thing when the kids get abused. Same thing when these kids get murdered. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when these kids get in trouble with the law and they need to and they put them on a scared straight program or something. I know there's a plenty of guy who saw their kid in a predicament like, whoa, 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 whoa. Because those fathers that see their kid doing something like Shaq, when Shaq was like his biological father didn't bother, so you can't show up, that's my son, he won a championship. Shaq like, man, get your motherfucking ass out of here. And then there's the guy, I'm not even going to, who rose up and was like, yo, I've been trying to see you for years. Like, when you went here, when you lived here, went there. When you went there to that school, when you was this place, when you had this phone number, when you changed that phone number, when y'all moved from here to here and had to chase you, and then you find out, oh, whoa, 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 how you know all this information? I thought you would never, yeah. And then as an adult, you realize, if you had to know all this information, you had to chase me from place to place to place to place to place, and we was always on the move. Motherfucker. So when these things happening, like, where's the father? In those situations, people don't want to admit that everybody had a hand in keeping that. And that creates a family problem also, because then you look at your whole family like, all y'all just sat here and you knew this shit. It's just like when a kid gets molested and the family is just, hey, everybody's chilling at the table, even the fucking molesters at the table. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. And the kid's just sitting there like, we gonna eat turkey with this motherfucker? Oh, so y'all was all cool with this shit happening to me. Oh, thank you very much. What cranberry sauce? Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Raven of the Jimmy, want to give me some stuffing? Yeah, it's the stuffing you gave me the other night wasn't enough, huh, motherfucker? They're, oh, Jesus, child, Jesus, we a family. That shit. But when it's the other way around, and you're like, man, keep it, we can't, you gotta be quiet because we family. And the kid be sitting there, and they find out, oh, because I've seen the stories, heard the stories about dads who find out shit like this, when they shit just toe shit up. And then people, oh my God, he's so crazy. And then take the guy to jail, go to court, judge ready to, oh, I'm giving you life. And then it comes out, this, they abused my kid, this my kid, they did this, and it was all, the judge like, whoa, oh, whoa. Oh yeah, oh, let that man go. You motherfuckers about to get indicted. That's the type of shit that goes on. So I say that to say this, you know, it's gonna take you time if you are that absentee child to figure out which one is which. Unfortunately, I wish you didn't have to go through that. I mean, I have had those same anger problems myself, and sometimes it's a wasted anger. I will tell you that. Now, the best thing you can do with it is channel it into a different direction. It's something that you're passionate about, and pour your soul into that. You might need to pour your soul into multiple things, depending on how deep the wounds are. But that's the best I got for you. Peace. But don't get depressed and do no crazy shit, because that ain't gonna fix shit. Don't be self-destructive. That's not gonna fix shit either. I just had to finish saying that. Peace.